twofour7. Yeah. It's been 2 days, why I still ain't get no sleep. Got me thinking about the time I seen them pray on the week. I've been rapping for a minute and felt love in a week. All the stress and all the pressure trying to push me to. It's been 2 days, why I still ain't get no sleep. Got me thinking about the time I seen them pray on the week. I've been rapping for a minute and felt love in a week. All the stress and all the pressure trying to push me to eat. Not time to do nothing, been blessed to keep pushing on. I've been through stuff in my mind, it keeps shutting off. I could count times I've been pushed by some bullies. Times I dodge bullets, it's mad I ain't even talking guns. I'm blessed they got me rapping for a living. If I didn't, man, I'd probably be trapped at where I was living. Got brothers dodging problems and assignments where I'm living. Like it ain't rough, but people ain't surviving where I'm living. It's the mindset, digress to try best. Wanna hold you on my back, but I ain't got the biceps. Wanna help and take you out, put a spark in the fire, yes. With my heart up on my sleeve, got it beating out my chest. It's like every time I go to make a banger, it's got me closer than I've ever been to grandma. I feel like every track I make's a little statement. I know you're gone, but every day you're still my anchor. And lately I've been reminiscing about the times when you were here like Christmas Day waiting for Santa. I bet you're watching down on every little moment. Got some questions, gonna be waiting a lifetime for answers. Gonna be waiting a lifetime for answers. Care to explain why bro done got cancer? I've been down bad and my mind's been all muddled. Saying I won't blow 'cause my rhymes have got sadder. Got back to back anger for times it was all banter. Going back in time, everybody said they was a fan of me. Scars upon my body where I couldn't control the handling. Climbing up the ranks as a player, but now I'm managing. 2 days why I still ain't get no sleep. Got me thinking about the times I seen them pray on the week. I've been rapping for a minute and felt love in a week. All the stress and all the pressure trying to push me to eat. No time to do nothing, been blessed to keep pushing on. Been through stuff in my mind, it keeps shutting off. If I could count times I've been pushed by some bullies. Times I dodge bullets, man I ain't even talking. Talking about the times I seen them praying on the week. They've been wanting a return but I didn't give out no receipts. Been thinking about the times I seen them cat but turn a blind eye. I'm plotting on the times they realise that I'm unique. Like, get it in your head, I'm as skippiest with the flaws. Been battling demons every time I open my nose. With my pen and my paper I'm trying to take us out of what? All the money I'ma spend it with mother like it's a joke. My mama gonna spend like it's a joke. I don't think these men are ready for the stuff we got in store. You know been pushing heavy trying to pop out on the scene. But I promise when I'm there we gon' make sure the brothers blow. You know we ain't stopping for no one, we got it locked, bro, to go on. Wanna buy my mum some flowers with a little pink bow on. I've been running up the wing for the goal like Bowen. Got one right beside my moolah like Kingsley Coleman.
Hello Lewis, welcome to Showstream TV, thank you for joining us.
It's alright, it's a pleasure to be here.
Cool, thanks. So yeah, if you don't mind, just introduce yourselves a little bit, tell us about your music.
My name is Lewis, I go by the stage name 2four7. I'm originally from Accrington in Lancashire, but I've moved over to Manchester and now studying at BIMM, doing music production. You're going to see my name about, so I'll remember it.
Cool, and you just performed a set for us, which was really, really cool, really strong track.
Thank you, I appreciate it, it was a pleasure.
Cool, I liked it. But yeah, tell us a bit about your first track if you don't mind, 2 Days No Sleep.
Well, recently, it was a very recent track, I only wrote it about last week, but I feel like recently I've been getting literally no sleep. It's literally as the title says. I've literally been up for 2 days and I just thought, wow, this is getting bad. I feel like this is to the point where I need to make a song about it. But I suffer from insomnia a lot, so I feel like my mind only really gets working at night when I'm about to go to sleep. And I feel like it's something I've never really touched on in some of my music, and I feel like it's a big part of my life, so I felt like I had to touch on it. That's all there really is, really.
And I think you mentioned before, like you've written 100 songs or something like that.
I've got a Dropbox filled up with songs, hundreds of genres. I just don't want to be that artist that just makes one genre. I like experimenting, that is me. Although the music I drop really is kind of all the same wave. It's like it's all kind of real rap, just speaking my mind. But I do want to eventually be the artist that people look at, like Kenyon, who just recreates genres and really puts his own spin on it. I eventually want to get to that point. I don't just want to be like, oh, have you heard that 2four7 song? Oh yeah, it's the same stuff we put out last time. I want it to be like, what are we getting this time? I want it to be a surprise, and I hope my audience can respect that.
Yeah. And what do you enjoy most about songwriting? Is it literally the production side of it, or is it writing the lyrics?
I think everything's got its pros and cons. I do particularly like mixing, because I think like mixing is the place where you've got complete creative freedom. I mean, like with writing, I feel like there's only so far I can take it before I'm going off topic. But with mixing, I can try and do all sorts with it. Like it's not just like get your lyrics down or whatever. It's like what reverb am I going to put on? What delay am I doing? What things can I do with the delay to make it sound weird? I think that's definitely my favourite part of making music.
Cool. Yeah, that's good. And what was the first album you bought, and when did you buy it?
It's a hard one. I think it was Plus by Ed Sheeran. I'd been listening to Ed Sheeran years before that, but I know it completely contrasts the kind of music I make. But he's my biggest inspiration in music. I feel like before he was big, before 18 and stuff. Really, he was always on rap stuff, and he was collaborating with all kinds of different people. And then he sort of found his sound, and he's like, oh, I'm going to take that and run with it. But Ed Sheeran's definitely been one of the biggest inspirations in my life. It's just his work ethic, and the way he likes poking his nose into other genres. Like when he released his No. 6 Collaborations project, which was a whole rap album, I thought that was brilliant. I feel like he's not just appealing to his fan base, he's appealing to other people's fan bases by getting other people on his tape. I think it's a brilliant idea. I think that's what music should be. You shouldn't just limit yourself to one genre. You should be trying to push and recreate yourself all the time.
24/20.
Life is good.
2-4, 2-4. They call me 24/7, I'm barring 365 days of the year. Long as I'm breathing, I'll be speaking my mind. I use my verses to exert how I've been feeling inside. I'ma stay putting pen to pad till I be seized of my life. Close my eyes and say my grace for all the food I'm eating. Quiet on the socials, in the booth is where I'm really speaking. I use my words to channel pain, I call it deeper healing. Sick of feeling like I'm chasing feelings and running from demons. Look in my eyes, you'll see the truth, you know how that goes. Way beyond the norm, they got me cashing out on rap floors. Never tell a lie like I've been banging on the trap phones. Came a long way from being young and all that I grow. How many songs I gotta drop for I prove that I'm active? How many times I gotta rap for I spark a reaction? All these man, they making money off of past tense. I had a dream I could have done this all back then. I wasn't ready, I was sleeping like it's passing. Couple people tried the music, then they packed it. Get yourselves to Hollywood, you'd be better off with the acting. Put your middle finger up, you can stick it up your back end. Couple people say they stuck up in that action. Funny nowadays what people saying for reactions. This man in the Nissan like I'm swerving in the Datsun. I ain't even got a license, so his lies come as a fat one. I got this rapping in my veins, kidder. They say I'm stuck up in my ways with it. I need this rap up in my life to the day that I die. 2-4, 2-4. Lately I've been trying to prove points, ain't been making too much noise. You either love it or you hate us, kidder, that's your choice. Moving steady and they hate it, come with too much poise. They gonna rate it when they hate in terms of who's them boys. Yeah, like who's that 24/7 kid, he becoming mad. Rapping is his passion, you can tell he's gonna get a bag. Tag team racing, gonna speed and I'm feeling to crash. I've been moving Swayze on my baby, can I get a dance? Couple girls be joining in the race and they be placing last. Baby, that's my babe, I ain't never have her facing laps. Winding up her waist, it's outrageous, way she's waving her back. I just need some brain, turn around and put your face on my lap. How you gonna escape all this faking shit's making me mad? How the fuck you gonna put something that ain't you on the track? Might as well have dressed in fancy dress with the way that you cap. I'ma stay doing me, if you're hating I'm ignoring, man. I got this rapping in my veins, kidder. They say I'm stuck up in my ways with it. Need this rap up in my life to the day that I die. 2-4, 2-4. (24/20)
JP.
Came from nothing to something. All these thoughts up in my brain, they got me up and running. Mother called me, said she really likes the man I'm becoming. Uncle died to the pipe, he got me stuck neat plumbing. See, all I fucking got's a couple pictures. Had to transcribe my memories into scriptures. Could make a motion picture movie all my life though. I bet you now it won't be sunny skies and beautiful vistas. See all this pain cuts deep, need to catch a few Zeds. But when I think about sleep, it got me deep up in my head. Think about things that I regret, I never let myself grieve. Choking on my words, why can't I let myself breathe? I never make myself eat. Fuck. Lock myself up in the stew like I'ma let my mind speak. All this dirt that I've seen, cut me look I don't bleed. Always climbing over mountains off the drugs I don't peak. I'm lucky I don't OD, talking like they know me. I don't even know myself, that's why I'm puffing those Z's. Always puffing those trees. Fuck, I'm on the weed again. Holes up in my shoes, that's why I'm getting cold feet. I was hoping for some change, should have been praying for my health. I had to make a little change to realise it ain't the wealth. Had to make a little change to pay my way out of this hell I'm in. Feeling like a prison, fighting my way out this hell I'm in. Punch by punch, kick by kick. Kick myself cause I ain't good enough, some life I live. I need the money so I can go and buy a house in the sticks. I'll build a house for all of us if you could just provide the bricks. In a clubhouse full of mice and I ain't trying to take the mick. Get it? Like why's the time fly quick? The more I'm getting older, realise that I ain't shit. I could have been there for my mum, instead it's bye bye miss. I'll go get higher than the sky, that's why I'm fly like this. Sorry that I wasn't there, that I lied like a prick. But I had problems, no one listened cause I was just a little kid. Hope you understand it's true that life is more than what we live. Hope you understand it's true that life is more than what we live. It's what we think, what we hear is who we love and who we kiss. I've been trying to bridge the gap between reality and myth. All this drinking sends me off for the rails and I move dismissive. See, I hate when I see people getting life served on a dish. I've seen hard times, part-time happiness is all it's ever been. Fighting with my mind and the struggles of being relevant. I'ma elevate till I've blown bro, that's for definite.
Okay, cool. And then tell us about your second track then.
My second track was Forever.
Yeah,
It's Forever. Forever was one I wrote a long time ago actually. I wrote Forever when I was just seriously like thinking like this is what I want to do. I feel like Forever, the name Forever says it. I want to be rapping forever. I don't just want to be like the lyric is. I want to be rapping till the day that I die. It's just true. It's everything. It's everything I stand for. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to get 10 years into a life in music and have nothing there and have to go work like a 9-to-5 job. I'm not saying that's a bad thing because obviously it is what it is, but I feel like that's just not for me. And with the route I've taken in life, like I was never brilliant in school and stuff. I feel like music is all I ever really had when in the bad times and everything. So I feel like it was a homage to music, that song.
No, I like it. And you talked a little bit there about, I guess, writing how you feel. But yeah, like what inspires you writing? It feels like you write a lot of stuff.
It can be hundreds of things. Like I feel like I'm always taking in things to put into my music. The stuff you hear in my music might not even necessarily be my thoughts. It might be some of my mates might have been saying, oh, this and this happened, this and that happened, and this is how I feel about it. Because me and my friends are quite open. We talk about stuff. We're not just like lads who are just like, oh, just brush it off. Like if my mate's got a problem, we'll talk about it. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that's the way it is. That's the way we all cope. But definitely, like I'm definitely taking in things all the time. Like it's definitely not always stuff of my feelings. It can be my surroundings. I can just see like a yellow car going up the street, and I'll be like, oh, bro's riding the yellow Benz. It's like it's just little things like that. It's just like I never want to feel like the stuff I'm rapping about is too far out of truth. I want everything to have some sort of truth to it. Do you know what I mean? I don't want anyone to ever listen to my music and be able to say, oh, that guy's chatting rubbish, or that's not you. That was never ever been you. I feel like everything I say in the track I have experienced, or like someone else has experienced, or I've seen it happen, or I've heard it talked about being that happening in my area. Yeah. It's one of them. I'm just a product of my environment, and my music speaks that.
Cool. Yeah, I like that. And tell us a bit about your third track. I think it was Life I Live. Life
I Live. That's another recent one actually. I feel like it's just a deep track. I was just in my feelings. I feel like I'm not trying to get too deep, but recently I've been in my mind a lot, and I feel like when I'm in that time, I feel like that's when I write the best music. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that's music that's very personal to me, and I don't expect everyone to like it, because not everyone likes to hear about how I'm feeling, or like depression, or like insomnia, or like things like that. But I feel like it's something that needs to be touched on, no matter like if people don't like it, or there's not a market for it or whatever, then I'll make a market for it. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what we really want. Like I want to inspire all the people from not even just around my area, but around the world, to just think, oh yeah, I can talk about my feelings on a track. Because like you've got all these drill rappers nowadays who are talking about, oh yeah, like I stabbed man, I done that, I done all this and that. But they're not talking about how that makes them feel. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like that's an interesting subject in itself. It's like there's no way you can't go out and like attempt to murder somebody and not feel some way about it. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone goes on like it's a very heartless world. I mean, I suppose it is, but everyone's got feelings. We're all human at the end of the day, and I feel like that is what music is for. Although there is times where you should have fun with it, I feel like you should always express yourself through music, and that's what I aim to do.
Yeah, no, I like that. And I think you recently self-released an album.
Trials and Tribulations. Yeah.
Do you want to chat us about how you did that?
It was a big album for me. I spent a lot of time on that, and there's things I wish I'd have done better with it, and there's things I wish I'd like not done. But I feel like that's part of making music. That's part of releasing music. I had loads of fun making that album. I've got a song with my friend on there, Orsu. Shout out Orsu. Go follow him. Massive music. He's just dropped a tape called Cold World, actually. Go check that out. I'm on there. I'm on 3 tracks on there. But that album was just like, I feel like ever since I've gone to uni, life's been throwing me little like challenges, and I've just had to overcome them. And like it's kind of talking about like, maybe not even talking about how I've overcome them, but like just the things I've been going through, the times I've been at uni. Like all this music is quite recent. All this music is like stuff that I've just made off the back of feelings, and I feel like the whole album kind of speaks that. It's one of them that is trials and tribulations. It's a bundle of feelings.
And I think it is quite rare that you actually see like a new artist almost be like there on Spotify. They've got a full album with all of their tracks.
Well, that's what I wanted. I feel like I dropped maybe 3 or 4 songs before that, and I felt like now was the time to drop a little project. I felt like the music that I was making was kind of fun, talking about girls, all this, all that, just to try and like find out what was getting the views and what wasn't. And I thought I feel like it was a big risk. I thought I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to drop a more personal album, and I love it. Everyone's messing with it. I get messages all the time like, yo, this track's sick, like this is exactly what we need more of this, and it's brilliant. I feel like there's not many people nowadays who are speaking themselves. I feel like they're all speaking the lives of the people they listen to. I mean, don't get me wrong, I get a lot of inspiration from a lot of people, but it's one of them. I always try to stay true to myself.
That's cool. And then if you could collaborate with any other artist in the world, who would it be?
I don't even need to think about that. It's Ed Sheeran
But
every day of the week, because
It's
I just
really
know if me
good.
and him made a song, it would be crazy, and it wouldn't. I would push him out of his comfort zone. I was trying to make him do something different, because I know he's capable of it. Like the progression I've seen from that guy is mad. But if it was to be a local artist, I'd probably say Sammy, or that's a hard one, you know. It's got to be Eminem as well. Like he's not local. I know I said local artist, but Eminem, that's been someone I've been listening to since a kid, and I don't care. Give me old Eminem or new Eminem. I know it's going to impress me no matter what. That's where that's another person who I take most of my inspiration from. Like from the tracks you've seen today, you won't know, but I do a lot of singing as well. And if you want to hear that, go check out my project. Actually, Heal the Pain, the song with Shiloh. You'll hear me singing on that. But on the singing side, it's definitely Ed Sheeran. Even on the rapping side, a little bit. But I feel like Eminem, 100%.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I can picture that. Tell us about your final track, if you don't mind.
Like This. It was just another one where me and my mum had just had a phone call, and I was like feeling a bit rubbish about like uni and whatnot, and I was just thinking back about like the times before I went to uni and like what was going on in my life. Like I was taking a lot of drugs. I was just being silly. I was just acting like a teenager, you know what I mean? But like people don't realise how much, like watching in from the outside, people don't realise how much that messes you up and how much that affects you. Like going out and taking drugs, like not even just every weekend, like every day, like whenever I could get the opportunity, like I wouldn't have even called it an addiction back then, but it was definitely addiction. I wouldn't feel like I was addicted to the drugs. I feel like I was addicted to the lifestyle, if you know what I mean. And I feel like this is just the embodiment of that. It was me talking about how like everything isn't glitz and glamour when you're going out and doing all this stuff. Like people like to glamorize going out, like going to raves, getting on drugs and stuff like that, like getting too drunk, whatever, making a fool of yourself. But like, there's nothing clever about that. Do you know what I mean? And I think I've realised that recently. Like I've done a lot growing up since coming to uni, like pre-coming to uni, and I'm just like, I feel like it was one of them that I had to make. Like, it was something I probably should have made in the past, talking on them issues that I've always talked about, and like taking drugs and stuff like that. But I feel like that one was more personal to me than the stuff that I've experienced. That's like this.
Cool. No, it's good, and it's good that you can put that into your songs. And I guess now, it sounds like the amount of songs you write, you haven't got time to take drugs, probably.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. I don't even want to. Like, it's one of them. I feel like there's a time for it. Do you know what I mean? You've got to be in the right environment.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take drugs, kids.
Cool. I like it. And then if people want to hear more or follow you, how can they do that?
Instagram at 2four in words 7 as a number official. Snapchat 2four7 again music, and 2four7 on Spotify, Apple Music, everything else. Go check out my new album Trials and Tribulations. Go check out Orsu's tape Cold World. I'm gonna keep bigging that up because it's a crazy album. And yeah, that's about it really. Twitter as well, but I'm not really up on that. I'm trying to get active with it. Bear with me, guys.
Thank you very much, Lewis.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
Thanks.
2-4, yeah. I won't let her get the best of me. Raw, I'm in the stew, I'm cooking up, I got the recipe. I'm a whack cause I ain't got labels trying to invest in me. People hating had to cut them off like a vasectomy. Me, I got a cold floor, ice cold snow globe. I remember back a day, running from the poor. Mama said to change, now mum, I just switched the postcode. Pockets fat but deep down, brother, you know I'm so broke. You ain't felt no pain like this, I ain't a daylight kind of guy. Brother, when I shoot, I miss. If I die tonight, at least I know I'm gonna die lit. It got me kicking back, smoking on the 3-5 spliff. I've been sick since I was shitting in nappies, teenagers scraping out baggies. Do you really wish it could be like this? I've been sick since I was knee-high kid, rocking the Levi's, the rich eternal, wishing that the poor die quick. I won't never let the money change me, I take pain in phases. I got plenty of people loving but can't see their faces. Is it cause they're fake or maybe I'm just being basic? Mother told me make a change, life is what you make it. I ain't never had a handout for stew, I'm splashing bands out cause music got me revived, kid. Had to revitalise, strategise my plan for a bit, cause not everyone in the world has got a flow this sick. I remember days as just a young white kid. Ain't a stress upon my chest so I ain't feel like this. I'm just wishing for a better life for mum and my sis. I'm just waiting for a perfect time to pop like a sis. Yeah, damn, I miss the days as just a young white kid. Ain't a stress upon my chest so I ain't feel like this. I'm just wishing for a better life for mum and my sis. I'm just waiting for a perfect time to pop like a sis. You dig, picture me, caught up in a venomous cycle. I've been so hell-bent in revenge that I don't miss the revival. I ain't never been a push around, I had to remind you. Open up your books and take me in, this is the recital. Like I got to this rap shit, bands in elastics, pot belly, damn you know from young I was a fat kid. Smoking on the cat piss to reach a higher mind frame. Trying to buy a gaff the other side of the atlas. Me, I'm trying to take a flight, have a little holiday. Bro, I'm trying to push it to the max like Holloway. Was rapping for a minute till I got a little following. I could put you on but first I gotta bring the brothers in. If I didn't, I'd be dumb. If I wasn't round the brothers, then the shit wouldn't be fun. I've been smoking hella weed to the point I'm feeling numb. Words are skeptic, your words are like a bullet from a gun. Damn, I miss the days as just a young white kid. Ain't a stress upon my chest, so I ain't feel like this. I'm just wishing for a better life for mum and my sis. I'm just waiting for a perfect time to pop like a sis. Yeah, damn, I miss the days as just a young white kid. Ain't a stress upon my chest, so I ain't feel like this. I'm just wishing for a better life for mum and my sis. I'm just waiting for a perfect time to pop like a sis, you dig? 2-4, yeah.